Hi everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a beginner Pilates workout. So we're just going to start by stretching over to the side, taking in those deep breaths and over to the other. And let's do once more on each side. And really feel that stretch over this time. Just a little bit more. And back to the center. Let's just slowly roll our shoulders back, getting out any knots, any tension. And let's go slowly forwards. Same again, just releasing that tension from the shoulders, from the neck. And then just take a gentle neck stretch. Let's place the hand down on the mat and just gently place your hand down just to further that stretch a little bit, not too much. And taking in a deep breath and slowly over to the other side. And same again, just a really gentle stretch. And slowly back to center. And just slowly roll the neck down. Just let it feel heavy. Just releasing any knots, any tension in the neck. And bring it back up to center. Let's make our way into a tabletop position. So hands just below the shoulders, knees just below the hips. And we're just going to go into a cat and cow. So breathing in, lifting that spine to the ceiling. And as we breathe out, lowering the stomach to the floor. Just really rolling through that spine, through the vertebrae. And using the breath. Okay, let's push our weight back. So bring the feet together, knees wide, and then just stretch back into a child's pose. Reaching those arms forward and just pushing those hips back. Really feeling the stretch through the whole body, through the hips and the back. And then let's push into the feet into a downward dog. Pushing that chest towards the knees. And elongating through the body. Let's go into a walk, just rolling through the feet. And we can do some gentle bends and stretches in the legs, just to get that movement going in the legs. And slowly bringing the knees back down. And let's come into a tabletop again. And we're just going to go into our first exercise. So we're going to do some arm lifts. So we're going to lift that arm straight up in front, using the back, keeping it straight. Focusing on that core control. So still placing the hands just underneath the shoulders again. And then we're just lifting it up, keeping that focus down towards the mat. And using the breath again, so we're breathing in as we reach the arm out and breathe out as we bring it back down again. Really feeling the length through the arm, energy through the hands. And last two. And last one. Now we're going to go onto the legs, so we're going to do some leg extension and lifts. So we extend the leg out and then squeeze the back of the leg to lift it up and drop it back down again. And same again on the other leg. Really extending the leg out, squeezing the leg up and dropping it back down again. Trying not to move through the spine. So we're still engaging that core, but also using the leg muscles to lift the legs, squeezing the glutes and squeezing the hamstrings. And a few more. Last two. And last one. And dropping it back down again. Okay, going on to the next one, we're going to do the arms and legs this time. So we're extending the arm, opposite arm to opposite leg, extending all the way out, and drop it back down. So we're focusing on both now, still keeping that stable neutral spine, engaging the core, but we're squeezing that arm, squeezing the back muscles to lift the arm up, squeezing the shoulder, and then we're squeezing the back of the leg to lift the leg up as well. Keeping that control, keeping that balance, and using the breath still, so breathing in as we lift the arm and leg, and breathe out as we lower it back down. And then bringing the knees wide again, feet together, and stretch it back into a child's pose. Taking a breath and just taking a minute to just regain that focus, just to relax for a second, and then on to the next exercise. We're just going to stretch it over to the diagonal, just furthering that stretch down one side and over to the other side. I picked the wrong day to have my hair down. And slowly back to the centre, and rolling all the way up into a downward dog. Let's stretch it back, and then transfer that weight all the way forward into a plank, and then lowering all the way down into a cobra stretch. You can stay low on the elbows if you want to. And then just taking a gentle look over each shoulder, lifting each hip, just stretching through the lower back, and then slowly lower all the way down. We're just going to do some gentle back releases, so we're breathing in, lifting up off the mat, squeezing the back, pressing into the floor, and then breathing out, lowering back down again. Breathe it in, and breathing out. This is just to slowly start to engage the back muscles, the lower back. And it's also a nice little back massage. Just moving the back a little bit. And breathing in and out slowly. Once more, breathing in and out. Okay, this time we're going to do the same movement, so we're going to do a slow back release, lifting off the mat. So breathing in, lifting it up, and breathe it out. This time we're going to go and bring the arms, extending them out in front, bringing them back, and then back into our back release. Just starting to engage the back muscles a little bit more. Engaging the lats, really extending the arms and pulling the elbows back, and then lifting up again, breathing in and out. Keeping it nice and controlled, so we're not rushing through any movements. You can modify this at your own pace. Last two. And last one. Okay, next we're just going to place our forehead onto our hands, so just relaxing the upper body. We're just going to focus on the lower body now, so we're just going to lift one leg, squeezing the back of the leg again, So focus, like we did before, on those leg extensions and just squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings. And we're just going to pulse that leg up for 2 and lower back down. Breathing in and out. Try not to move the back again, we're still engaging that core. We're just squeezing the back of that leg up to the ceiling. A few more. Keep that breath going, breathing in and out. Really good. And stretching all the way back. Let's go back into that child's pose. Just relax down. Really further that stretch just a little bit more if you can. Just stretch through the body. And slowly rolling up through each vertebrae, coming up just into a seated position. We're just going to stretch out that back now, so just reach one arm up, just take hold of the wrist and just curve that spine, pulling that arm gently. You'll feel that stretch through the back, and then swap it over to the other side. And back to the centre. Okay, let's come onto our side now. So we can rest our head in our hand, relaxing all the way down, placing one hand on the mat for support, and then just bringing the legs slightly forward so the feet to the corner of the mat, hips stacked one on top of the other, and engaging that core, neutral spine. We're going to just lift the leg up to the ceiling, engaging the inner and outer thigh, squeezing up and lowering back down again. So don't kick the leg too high, we're really keeping that control in the leg. So really put that focus into what muscles we're using. So we're really working on the inner and outer thighs and working through that hip flexor. Breathing in and out. We're just going to kick the leg forward, flexing the foot, and then point the foot as we kick the leg back. So kick it forward and back. You can bend the leg at the bottom for a little extra support if you're struggling to keep your balance. Just squeezing that leg, trying to keep it on the same plane, so don't move the leg too high or too low. Keep it at the same height. And just moving through that hip again. Squeezing the leg. And then we're going to keep the leg lifted. We're going to go to some tiny circles forward. Squeezing that leg again. Trying not to move the body about. Still engaging that core. And then we're going to reverse that movement. So we're going to go backwards this time. Squeeze the leg. Squeeze the inner and outer thigh. Last few circles. And dropping the leg all the way down. And slowly bringing the legs in. Let's just stretch over that side. Taking in that breath, and then let's swing the legs round to the other side. Going on the other leg. So same again, getting yourself set up in that position, bringing the feet slightly forward to the corner of the mat. Hips stacked, one on top of the other, core engaged and neutral spine. Let's go ahead and lift that leg. Squeezing the leg up and down. Using that breath again, breathing in and out. Really trying to focus on the lower body, but still engaging that core. We're still aware of the upper body and the position that we need to be in. Let's go ahead and kick that foot forward, flex the foot and point the foot towards the back. Same again, using that core to stay in that position, keeping that balance and really control the leg movement. Really good, keep that movement going, flexing that foot, pointing the foot to the back, squeezing the leg. Same again, if you need to, you can bend that leg at the bottom just for that extra support. Last few. And keeping that leg lifted, let's squeeze the leg. Tiny circles. Really lengthening the leg. Squeezing the inner and outer thigh. And going backwards. Nearly there. Few more. And lowering all the way down. Let's stretch over that side, bringing the legs in. And stretch over. Well done. Okay, we're going to come to the end of the mat now. So placing the feet on the mat, we're just going to slowly roll down through the spine, engaging that core. So we're going to breathe in and out, rolling all the way down through each vertebrae. Rolling down into the mat. Let's bring the hands over the head, breathe it in. And as we breathe out, let's slowly control that core all the way back up again. And lowering down again. Just taking a few of these just to engage that core. Just roll down through the spine. And once more, breathing in and all the way out, lowering all the way down. Placing our arms down onto the mat now. We're going to go into some curl ups, so just engaging that core, bringing the hands behind the head, elbows wide. We're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we engage that core and just lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Breathing in and out, squeezing that core, just lifting the chin slightly so we're not tucking that chin all the way in. Breathing in and out, still keeping those elbows wide. Lovely, keep it going. In and out, squeezing that core. Nearly there. And just take a minute. We're going to just develop this now, so we're going to go back into a curl up, so same position again. This time we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we lift our shoulder blades off the mat. We're going to extend one arm out, then the other, then bring the arm back to the head and lower all the way down. So we're just going to keep doing that movement. Make sure to change the arms. So other arm, bring it back and lower all the way down. So we're just holding that core now, trying to keep lifted. And then once the hands are back on the head, lowering all the way down. So breathing in and out. Then we breathe in again as we bring the hands back to the head and breathe out as we lower back down. So really squeezing that core and holding. Keeping the head lifted and the shoulder blades off the floor. Really nice, keep that control. Going at your own pace again. Lovely, keep it going. Really elongating the arms down towards the hips. Okay, this time we're going to lift up. Placing the arms out, we're just going to hold it there, squeeze the core. Keep breathing through. If you want to take the legs off for an extra challenge, hold it there, squeezing that core, pushing that back into the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down, really good. Placing the arms down onto the mat. Taking in a deep breath. Let's just bring the knees into the chest, finishing off with a nice stretch. Rocking from side to side, massaging through that back. And let's just reach the arms and legs all the way out, stretching through the whole body, taking in a deep breath. reaching through the hands, through the legs. And let's bring the arms nice and wide, feet down on the mat, and just let the legs drop to one side, looking the other way, feeling that stretch through the spine, through the back. And just breathe into this stretch. And then let's slowly turn the legs over to the other side. And slowly bring the legs back to the center. And then just bring one leg over the other. Let's stretch through that glute. Holding that there, just taking in a deep breath. And let's swap it over to the other side. So bringing the other leg over the other. And just pulling that leg through, taking in a breath again. And slowly bringing it all the way back down. We're going to just go into our baby pose, so you can hold onto the feet, hold onto the ankles, just rock from side to side if you want to, or just hold that stretch there. Just stretching through the hips, through the lower back and the legs, and bringing it back down again. Just relaxing all the way down into the floor. And we're just going to tune into our body, into our breath and into our mind. Just to finish off the workout, let's take in a deep breath and breathe it out. Just use this moment now just to really focus on your body and how it's feeling. Taking another deep breath and breathe it all the way out. Now just go into your normal breathing pattern. We're just going to focus on the whole body, so from the head all the way to the toes. And just letting your natural breath flow in and out through the body. And then let's just slowly roll the head from side to side. Just massaging out the back of the head. Breathing into that neck. Just letting it feel really heavy and sinking into the mat. Now just roll the shoulders all the way up and down. Breathing into that area. And then let's just drop the shoulders all the way down. Now roll into the wrists. Clench and then flex the hands, and then just drop them all the way down again. And just moving the feet out, moving the legs, just rock them from side to side, up and down, flexing the feet and then just circling them, and then drop them all the way down into the floor. And just try and feel some stillness and some calm. Breathing into all those areas. And really tuning into your body and thinking about how it feels. Are there any areas of tension or stress? If there are, just take another deep breath into that area and breathe out that stress, breathe out the tension. And just allow yourself to feel calm and heavy into the mat. Just enjoy this peace and calm. Let's just bring the legs back up, bring the knees into the chest, and just rock from side to side again. Through the body, through the spine. And then just relax to one side, just resting the head all the way down. In the hands, taking a breath here. And let's slowly make our way up to a seated position. So just cross the legs over. Place the hands on the knees. Let's just slowly roll those shoulders back again. Breathing into the shoulders here. And slowly forwards. And then just roll the head down again. Just finish where we started. And let the head feel heavy again. And then slowly bringing it all the way back up through the centre. And then let's just breathe in all the way up. Stretching the hands, just clasp the hands together. And then just take a stretch over to the side. Breathing in and out. And relaxing the arms all the way down. Thank you for joining in this beginner Pilates workout. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and like this video. Bye!